And thank you for tuning in today. This is the voice of the voiceless. And of course, this is my lovely co-host, Miss Kimberly. And today is a very special day for us at Saving in Action. I have known our guest for over 35 years or so, and she is still on it, she's still on it. And before going to the guests, let me ask our co-host, does she have any thoughts for today?
On this day, April the 14th, 2014, I just want to say that I'm blessed and happy to be here, and especially happy to be here with our wonderful guest of honor today.
Yes, thank you. And me also thank the people that is helping us to put this show on, all of the people TV, people that have coming out and giving that time today to help us to do this. So stay tuned and enjoy. Thank you so much. We're going to be an insert, I think. No, not no. The insert. Okay. So listen, people can contact us through Disabled in Action 09@yahoo.com, or you can go to our website www.disabledinaction.atlanta.org. Sister Kimberly is going to be on our site giving out health hints, health nutrition hints, and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. And let me say that earlier this week, I had the honor of doing something that I have never done before. I had the honor of speaking at IPC chapel service, and it was truly a treat for me and our own mother. So she was there singing her song and everything. It was just awesome, just awesome. So I am good today. I'm slightly hungry, but that's a whole different story. Well, anyway, for the camera, I know you got something to say. You always have something to say.
Well, I know that we're going to be fed in many ways today. I understand you're being hungry. They say man is not live by bread alone, but we're going to get some wonderful food in the way of being able to be here today with Mother, Sister Queen Alberta Settles, who I also had the honor of meeting the other day as well when you, Reverend Kaplan, spoke at ITC. And you know, every day I think about how can I earn my breath today? You know, how can I give? How can I serve? How can I share something to honor the fact that I'm here another day? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, my giving and my blessing that day was being able to meet you, and to walk with you, because I'm always rushing, but I had the opportunity to slow down and take my time, and we walked that walk on ITC campus to have lunch. And I truly say, I felt like it was, I called it the gathering of queens, and along with the king, Reverend Calvin E. Elliott Peterson. And so, you know, again, I thank you and welcome you here. And I understand, and I can tell you may be a little surprised today.
I am. Definitely.
To say the least. Well, how do you feel today on your day, April 14, 2014? As we said, it only comes around one time, to be 83 years old today and to be in your presence.
I just feel blessed. And I thank God every single day that I get up and open my eyes and I can still see, I listen and I can still hear, I breathe, smell through my nostrils.
Yes.
I don't take it for granted.
Yes.
I feel that I am truly blessed. I thank God for my family, my children, and I thank God for bringing, I call him Calvin, Reverend Peterson, but he will always be Calvin to me.
Yes.
For bringing him into our lives. And it's been over 30 years ago that we met, when my children were at Clark College. And that's where we met him. We were introduced to him. And if I start, I'll be telling his whole story.
Well, could you share a little bit? Because, you know, people need to know, you know, who is in our midst with Reverend Calvin Peterson, as well as yourself. So if you tell a little bit about how you all met and what you know about this brother, we will all be...
It's just miraculous. I'm on the third reading of his book, Nothing is Impossible.
Nothing is Impossible, the third reading.
And he's always making me do stuff.
Say that. We've all experienced that.
And I want to say no. I want to say no. And my daughter says, you can't say no.
Can't say no if
You're
he asks
going,
you to.
you're going. I had no idea
Right.
what I would be doing. But that's the way it is when you get to know him. He is determined, and people just, I hope more people read his book.
Yes.
Because it's a miraculous story.
A miraculous story.
And when we met him, we could, just like he is now. And he's been like that all of his life. And all the things that he's done.
Yes.
And how he had the accomplishments. And I'm sure that
Paul settles.
most people like Calvin, a lot of people like Calvin, are not here anymore. And here he is 66 years later.
Yes.
And I know that's nothing short of a miracle. And when you look at him, you don't see him, but oh my goodness, his mind is so sharp. And it takes him a while sometimes to say things, but you get the message.
If you listen, yes.
Listen. And that's the thing of listening. Sometimes we don't listen. We just sit, we look, and we hear, but we don't always listen. But he always has a message. And she told you I'll be 83 years old. I guess I am 83.
83 years young.
And sometimes I forget what I'm getting ready to say.
Well, that is okay.
But I'm just amazed at this man.
Yes.
And we love Calvin.
Yeah. Well, you said a lot. You said, you know, we sit and we look and we hear, but we don't listen. Yes. And so with that being said, I heard you the other day when you shared your story about Mr. Paul Settles, and we have this picture here.
Oh my goodness.
And could you tell us about this picture. I don't know if you all can see this.
That picture, it was on Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day.
We were getting ready to go to church. And we had my daughter-in-law, my son Paul's wife, Deborah Settles, they weren't married then, I don't think. She gave me that dress I have on for Mother's Day. And then they gave me some flowers. So that's what we were getting ready to leave for church on that day. Of course, that's
so Paul Settles is your husband. Is your husband?
Yeah. Paul Settles is my husband. He was a pastor in the North Georgia Conference of the United Methodist Church. And he was an unusual person, too.
I hear.
Yeah, he would make you do stuff. And so that's who that is.
Wow.
Where did you get that?
Well, somebody, an angel, somebody set it on my shoulder. So I didn't even get to see who it was, but
yes,
I'm glad that we have this, because you shared with me the story, and everybody has a story, but and we need to listen to these stories, because they all teach us and they all bless us something. And you shared with us the story about your husband and how you all met, and we will be able to talk about it in just a minute.
Oh, really?
Okay. But it was quite an amazing story. I'm sure you already know about it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. For the next segment of this show.
Disabling Action, DIA, was founded by a group of people living in poverty with disabilities. Their motivation developed from being excluded from opportunities of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. DIA received a charter from the state of Georgia on February the 14th, 1986, to operate as a nonprofit. DIA has been an active forerunner in the disability rights movement since then. The purpose of DIA is to educate and inform the public and private sectors of government and community of the issues and needs relating to people with disabilities. The mission of Disabling Action is to advocate, educate, and empower the disabled, their families, and their caregivers.
When you learn how to dig deep inside, then there's a little voice who speaks volumes. There's a little voice inside of you that tells you never give up. believe in God. See, when you believe, there's nothing that you can't do, because the man that put the sun out there, the man that put the moon out there, the man that put the stars out there, the man that gives us this comfortable ride, see, he can do all things. So when you believe, there's nothing called impossible.
But now, I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm so glad I'm found was blind. But
Yes, and thank you so much for tuning back into us. Now, in high school, they used to call me Sneaky Pete. Mother. So, I hope that after I say this, I hope I would never hear you say it. But today is the introduction to your special day, Monday, April 14th, and today this is your life
Oh my God.
on People TV Live. And there is more to come. People are going to be calling in to tell you happy birthday and everything. And now we will hear from your son, Paul, who is on the keyboard. He has a special tribute for you.
You are still Sneaky Pete. Wow.
to you.
Happy birthday. Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love you.
Aw.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
that is her son, Paul. Yeah.
Wow, what a wonderful gift.
Yeah.
Medley.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to keep going and we are going to end up on our feet. We're going to get our birthday dance on.
Also,
Yeah.
that's you.
Now, Mother Settles don't just stay at home because she's 83. She is active. She does things for other people. And some of those people are here today in the studio. And she don't get to ordinary things. She does the extraordinary things.
Extraordinary.
Mother Settles help individuals to get their PhD degree. And there's a person here today to talk about that. Would you come up to the mic, sir? And just introduce yourself.
Reverend Dr. Stephen Jones because of Mrs. Sellers.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm not the only one. It was Reverend Dr. Peter Broadnax. We both of us graduated from the ITC last May 11th. It was Mrs. Sellers that helped me when I had my Master's of Divinity almost 10 years ago, 12 years ago now, and she helped me through that.
Oh.
So Mrs. Settle is a wonderful person. She gives her time. I give her a little change every now and then, and she says, that's too much. I said, well, let me give some more then.
Oh, that's how you do it.
But I want to thank God for her giving spirit and her dedication for service. I met her at the Kelly Chapel United Methodist Church, and she was busy around there then. And then I heard that she could edit papers, and I'm telling you, when you edit 130 some pages and continuously do that about 8 or 9 times, and her coming to her house and everything, opening up her house to me and Reverend Dr. Broadnax. It's just been a blessing. The whole family has been a blessing to us. And I enjoy her and her family, her children, and her grandchildren. But thank you so much, Ms. Settles, for helping to make us what we are today.
Thank you for the privilege.
Oh my goodness. I think we have a call. We're going to go to a call now. There's more.
Hello? Go ahead. Hello? Are you there? Okay, so it just hung up. So, sister.
I am amazed. I am amazed. I think we all want to know a little bit more about how you came to help people with their PhDs. How did that, because a lot of people think, they kind of give up on their goals and their dreams, and we make all kind of excuses, and we may say that we're too old, or we don't have this, or we don't have that. And here you are. We can't make any more excuses. And here Reverend Calvin is. We can't make any more excuses. And so to hear the gentleman say that you helped him get his PhD, and he last year. Can you tell us how you came to do that? And how can we have you to help us?
When I met Pastor Steve, I believe it was Pastor Goss who introduced us. And she was also getting her
Okay.
of
Okay.
divinity.
We're going to hold for just one moment, and we're going to go to a break, and we're going to hear more. Oh, we have the call. Well, you know, I knew that they still wanted to share. So, caller, can you go ahead, please?
Hi. This is Milton Garrett from Chicago.
Oh my
Hi, Mom.
goodness. Hi, Milton.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh.
But before I did, I just wanted to share with how much of a blessing you have been to me over the years. I was a sophomore at Clark College, and I came in as a freshman with Paul, and I played football, and I got injured my freshman year, and they cut my football scholarship. And so I was essentially put out of the football house on Westview Street, and I was sitting there on Westview Street with all of my stuff, wondering what in the world was I going to do. And you all drove by in the Chrysler. You all had this old Chrysler, and you all drove by, and they said, "Hey, that's Milton right there," and then you all backed up, and sure enough, it was me. And then you asked me, "Milton, well, what's going on?" I said, "Mom," I said, "Mrs. Settles," because you were Mrs. Settles to me then. I said that they put me out, and I don't have any place to stay. And you said, "Nonsense. You can stay with me." And so I stayed with you all an entire semester. I was part of you all's household with Reverend Settles and Paul and Laverne, and you all included me on everything. I learned how to pray. I did. I learned how to pray because you all would pray any place. You know, for me, praying was something you did in the house. You all would pray outside. You all would pray any place there was, there was prayer needed. You all taught me that. And I just want to let you know that I'm so very grateful that I'm a part of your family, and you all are part of mine. And I just love you so much, Mom, and I just couldn't pass this opportunity. I remember Calvin also. I do have a funny story, but I'm not going to tell that story with you, Calvin, today. I don't know if you remember me or not, but I was a big guy. And so I just wanted to let you know, Mom, I so much appreciate you and love you so very much, and just wanted to wish you a happy birthday from your son here in Chicago.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Milton.
much.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Yeah. But you know, every Sunday morning, I used to drive myself at least a mile and a half from my house, coming to East Lake United Methodist Church every Sunday morning, because my husband, he would always call me to say something or give some type of encouragement, and that did a whole lot for me. But the thing that put the icing on the cake was after the service, I could go over to the house and eat. Because if you're in the church, you don't smell the food that Mama was cooking during the service. So I used to go there, and boy, you go in the house, it was like heaven, peace, tranquility, and everybody seemed to have been on the same accord. So Mama, thank you so much.
Heaven, peace, and tranquility. Can I go? I think you've adopted, you're going to adopt a lot more children today.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So,
He continues to enlarge our territory.
Yes, absolutely.
there's another call on the line.
Boy.
Let's go straight to the caller. Caller, you on the line?
Hello, caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you can go ahead now, please.
Okay, this is Carolyn Aquia McCrary. from the Interdenominational Theological Center.
Okay, can you speak up just a little bit?
And you came over to be with us on our campus on Thursday. And you were just such a wonderful, wonderful contribution to our program. You with Sister Kim Purfoy and Sister Laverne Settles, along with Dr. Calvin Peterson, who gave us the message. So, Mother Settles, happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Again, we were just so happy to be able to say happy birthday to you on our campus, and you blessed us by singing,
Yes.
you and Sister Laverne. So I just want you to know that your voice and Sister Laverne's music, it just enchanted us. And giving to us and contributing to our chapel service at ITC made our day. So happy birthday to you, Mother Settles, and to be 83 years old and look so young and beautiful, you're inspiration to us all.
Yes.
So as Stevie Wonder says, happy birthday to you. We love you, and God bless you. Keep blessing us, and keep helping those students write all of those wonderful papers. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you, Dr. McCrary.
Yeah. So, Sister Kim, I know you got something to say.
Wow, it's a lot. I still want to hear more about how you started. Everybody has a purpose, and obviously you have many. You touch people in many, many ways. How did you start to help people get their PhDs?
Well, actually, I think most of the people I served got their doctor's ministry, or either their masters and so forth like that. But I guess I've always been a secretary, and I enjoyed doing that kind of work. I worked before meeting my husband. I worked at the Bureau for Child Care in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and as a secretary, and that's what I do, and I enjoyed it all through the years. And when I met my husband and married him, I told her the story, but it's too long. I can't tell you that story, how we met. But he had told me that he was going to get his Master's of Divinity, was going to complete his Master's of Divinity at Howard University in Washington, D.C. And if I wanted to, he said, I can't take care of a wife on the salary I get from the church, but if you want to come on those terms, you can. And I agreed to come with him on those terms. We married in, goodness, 1951.
Wow.
Was it, no, 60, 61.
I understand. I think we have another caller. Okay. We have someone else. We have another caller. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You can go ahead, please.
All right. This is Walter Kimbrough, pastor at Columbia
Oh,
Drive.
my goodness.
United
Walter
Methodist
Kimbrough.
Church in
Wow,
Decatur,
pastor.
Georgia, calling to wish Mrs. Settles a very happy birthday. And please be assured, I'm glad I know you.
I'm glad I know you too.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. This is such a surprise.
All
I'm
right
telling
now.
you.
I just know you are, I'm not going to say be blessed, but know you're blessed. And you're blessed to continue to be a blessing.
Oh my goodness. How did this happen?
Sneaky Pete, I think, is responsible for all of this.
He is really Sneaky Pete.
In a good way.
I didn't know how sneaky.
Yes, but in a good way.
All right now.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
You're
Wow.
welcome indeed.
Wow, wonderful way to go to a break. We're going to go to a break right now, but it's not over.
Oh, Lord.
It's not over yet.
Did you know about this?
In the morning, when I rise, when I rise, when I rise, wanna rise holy, when I rise.
So I give thanks for the success of this day and for those who paved the way. Some of the big shoes that I try to step in is those of our Honorable Sister Hannah Harris Peterson. So we give thanks for her presence and continuing in her spirit. We give thanks. And of course, we're all anointed with the Spirit of the Lord. So that's the greatest thing. But often if there's an example that's before us, so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, that's a good thing as well. So I give thanks. Reverend Calvin Peterson, who is the founder and director of Disabled in Action, has initiated Days of Inclusion to bring an equal basis for all of us as children of God, to see the equality and the talent and the gifts that we all have and that we all share. The purpose of it is to be equal. Is to be equal and to sensitize those of us toward the least of these, however great or however small. And so we're today honoring those who have made some great sacrifices for the least of these, children of God, and to bring them forward to honor them so that they may inspire others in service, in deed, and to continue a commitment of unity for one another, toward one another.
Cooperative and consistent and ministering assistance with Sister India Adani.
Hello, caller. Are you there, caller? Hello, caller, are you there? I understand that we have another surprise caller on the line. Are you there, caller?
Yes, I am.
Okay, could you go ahead, please, and speak up a little bit for us?
Thank you. This call is for Mrs. Alberta Settles. This is Tony Bradfield calling to wish Mrs. Settles happy birthday.
Okay, could you hear that? We're having a little difficulty hearing. Hold on, caller, a second. We're having a little difficulty. While we're working on that, we have another special guest, another queen sitting in our midst. And I understand you all are longtime friends. Welcome to the show. Welcome to this special celebration, Sister Miss Bonnie Jo Grant.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome. So, could you tell us how you know Miss Settles?
Well, I worked at Ben Hill Preschool Academy of Ben Hill for 30 years with the kids. And Mother Sutter, my darling, she worked in the office, and I met her. I met her husband first, Reverend Sutter. I'm always taking care of somebody's kids. And so I had brought some of my relatives from New York down here, and I carried them and put them in the nursing staff too. They were young. So Reverend Setters was there, and he was teaching Sunday school, and he was teaching Bible classes. So I had my cousin, Solomon Giving. He was 6 when I got him. And so I had a little problem with them New York folks.
Any New York folks here?
They was kind of out the
New York-ish.
bag, you know. So only thing I knew, Reverend Settles, he said, "Just leave him with me. I'll take him."
Okay.
I said, "Okay, Reverend, you got it." So I went back I was a dietitian there at Ben Hill. So I went back downstairs, started doing what I was supposed to do. Reverend Settles come every day and get him and keep him for me and straighten him up. So then I ran into Mother Sutter, and ever since then we have been close sisters.
Yeah.
And her children went to Douglas High, and I knew them as young. And Laverne and them used to play for Ben Hill for the preschool thing. And so I talked with them and always been around them.
Wow,
So
30
I just
years.
love them. And I thank God for them being in my life.
Yes.
In my life. She is a true friend.
Oh,
A true friend.
yes.
You can't
Yeah.
find them no better.
We can tell. We can
And
tell.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love the whole family.
Yeah.
And I just thank God that God still let us go on.
Thank you
I
for
told her,
sharing that.
I wasn't in a chair. I wasn't on oxygen then.
Yes.
I was doing my business.
She was
Yeah.
moving.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for coming. I know Mother Settles is very surprised.
Yeah, she was surprised.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I
she
did
didn't
not
see
let
you
her
sitting
see
here.
me.
I couldn't see back there. It's
Sneaky Pete.
dark.
So I understand we have the caller back on the line.
This is also a small thing
Oh,
for you.
thank
We let you know, my daughter and myself.
Thank
my
you.
husband, we love you.
It was
Thank
Our whole
you.
family.
wonderful seeing your daughter. She was just a.
Thank you. We're going to go to the caller now. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Caller, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Hi, this call is for Mrs. Alberta Settles. This is Tony Bradfield calling. And Mrs. Settles, I just want to tell you thank you so much for being an inspiration to me in my life. You and Pastor Paul Settles, Laverne and Paul, and your grandchildren and your entire family and your ministry. You all have really been an encouragement to me, and I just want to tell you happy birthday and many more to come.
Thank you,
thank
Tony.
you. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
that.
Tony.
Have a good one. All right.
Thank you.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Thank you, caller.
So, myself, I have a special to me. I called Laverne up last month.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I said, Laverne, Laverne,
Laverne.
let's do a special live program for Mother settles on her 83rd birthday.
Wow.
So I didn't have any idea that it could be live, but I called a good friend of mine down here. Her name is Sister Adrian Coleman, and she helped us to get this together. So I'm not the only sneaky person around here.
Yeah. I tell you, you taught them how to be sneaky.
And so now I'm going to ask the other sneaky person to come up here and give us some thoughts. Laverne?
Laverne? This is Mother Settle's daughter, Miss Laverne.
Yeah, that's me. Mother, love you. You know, my mom and I are kind of like at this point in our life. She's 83. I'm 51. And if we had a reality show, it would be a hit. Because we live together. It gets really crazy. So now...
Laverne and Alberta.
Yes, Laverne and Alberta. And so we have our going back and forth. And I'm kind of catching up. Being 51 is kind of like sister. And so I love you though, and you know you're awesome. And it's wonderful to be on this side of glory and to be able to look in your face and be able to say what we have to say to you. And I thank God for my brother Calvin. I thank God for Reverend Calvin Peterson and Kim. She's awesome. You know, it's amazing. You have always attracted like these totally off the chain people. They're just such gifts. He does. And so anyhow, we don't want to talk about you and Kim today. Okay, screw you. But thank you, Mom, for all that you do and loving us, and that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
For now, I understand that Laverne shuts every place down that you go. They turning the lights out on you, and then I saw you do the same thing right after that. So we know, but good things. I understand we still have a caller. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
She's still here, she said. Thank you, caller. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Mother Settle.
Yes.
This is Willie Mae. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Wow. How do they do these things?
I don't know how they do it, but they do it for a good reason and for a good person.
Wow.
I hope you have many, many more birthdays, and I love you.
Love you too, Willie Mae.
All right, now you all have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right, now, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Talk to you later, Laverne. All right, darling.
See, Mama, I told you
bye-bye.
it was Laverne.
You taught her.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna go to another break now.
No.
Oh, okay.
So, are there any of the grandchildren here that would like to say something to Grandma?
As they say, don't be shy. Family reunion.
This is David, grandson David, her daughter Joya.
So David and Joya.
And John Paul is my son's son.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
John Paul.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, we need to see you. All right. Hey, how
So
you?
Okay, well, I'm David Chapman and David Emmanuel Chapman.
I'm Joya.
My name's John Paul.
Happy birthday first, and I just want to thank you for being the other side of my grandfather that I did not really get to speak to on a daily basis yet. Because of you, I feel like he's spiritually inside me, and all the lessons you teach me about trying to grow up and be a gentleman, and I respect that. And hopefully, hopefully I will have money enough so I can learn how to be a gentleman, because you got to have the money to do that. I thank you for the opportunities and all the papers you currently write for me at Clark Atlanta University.
I don't write them.
And did she help you? She had.
Get that straight.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Joya.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Julia.
Wow, this is crazy. Okay, so thank you for everything, for always being there, and your patience with us, and all of the sermons and stuff after we got into trouble. How they continued, and for being there, and for the reminders and everything. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, love.
And before we go to break, John Paul? Okay, we're going to hold for a second, and we're going to come back to you, John Paul. Okay, we have a caller. Okay, so this is live, we see. This is live. Caller, are you there?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, caller, go ahead.
Yes, I'm calling in to wish my sister, Alberta Settles, a happy birthday.
Your sister. Which one?
It's not Hattie. Oh, that's Barbara, my baby sister in
this
Philadelphia.
is my youngest sister from Philadelphia.
What did you
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh, this is really a surprise.
You're doing all right for a lady of age.
Wow. Well, I can't get over this. That's my baby sister. There were 5 girls of us. And 2 have gone on to be with the Lord. And that's my baby sister. And I have one more sister. She's the middle one. Yeah. And but we talk, we call each other and keep in touch. And I'm just so, Barbara, I'm so glad to hear you.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Love you, love you.
Okay, have a good one. Love you.
Love you more.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
we're going to break. Is that right?
Okay, you're on, John Paul.
Okay, so I want to say thank you for being there for me when I was younger. I want to thank you for keeping me company when I was younger, because it get a little boring sometimes. So I want to thank you for everything you've done and for supporting me ever since I came remember.
Well, all right.
Oh,
Okay.
love all of you.
And we're going to go to another break
Proud
right
of
now. Oh, we're going to close. I thought we had Obama on the line next.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we've done it all. Thank you for the calls, and I'll let Reverend Calvin have the closing remarks.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, Mother, if I could get Paul to bring a gift out from Disabling Action and the Light of Hope Church and Devil Calls Us Up. But in the process of closing out, can you and LeBron do some of that song?